And we're back on CentralValleyTalk.com. Let's talk business. Let's talk about City Without Orphans once again. Some of you may remember that Whitney Bunker was here a few weeks ago, and you're back today.
Thanks.
Promoting an upcoming seminar in early May.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are passionate about foster care and adoption. We form a bridge between our foster care system and our community and our churches just to help more kids and families.
Explain how that bridge works for the folks who don't know.
Absolutely. So we have about 1,700 kids in our foster care system in Fresno, Mike. And
1,700?
1,700, yeah.
Wow.
So as of this month, we have 1,700. And
now, does that mean in foster homes or in homes and also some that are still looking?
We have 1,700 who are out of care from their parents.
Okay.
So that it could be they're with relatives. It could be that they're with foster parents.
Okay.
Or mentors that are, a teacher that maybe took them in, but they're in out-of-home care.
Gotcha.
And about 250 of those kids actually need to be adopted, like as of now. So we have kids waiting in our city for forever families.
250?
Yes.
That are just waiting?
That are just waiting.
They're in a foster situation waiting for a permanent home?
Yes, so
Okay.
they're in foster care, and for whatever reason, their foster parent doesn't feel like they are able to adopt them, and so they need a permanent family. Unfortunately, they aren't able to go back with their biological family because it's not safe, and so they need someone who will be their forever mom or forever dad.
Yeah.
So
where does your group fit into all of that?
So we recognize that there's all these kids over here that need families, and then there's all these people in the community that have thought about fostering and adoption. We came across a stat that says a third of families in the community contemplate foster care and adoption, but only 2% take action.
Well, that needs to increase.
Right? So we realize people just don't know where to get the information at. They don't know where to go. They don't know what questions to ask. There's a lot of myths. For instance, a lot of people think that kids come into foster care because they did something wrong, that they got in trouble. And that's not it at all. Like, actually, kids come in foster care due to abuse, abandonment, or neglect. So it's no fault of their own. Yes, kids come with trauma. They're in the system because there was a trauma that happened. But there really are kids that need that love and consistency. And also a lot of people think, I would love to adopt, but it's just really expensive. I've heard adoption's very expensive. And we like to share with families that it's not necessarily expensive. It just depends on what type of adoption you do. But adoption from foster care is practically free.
Really?
And there's a lot of financial assistance out there for families who may have the heart to do it, but maybe not the finances. So.
Okay. You brought a tape today. This is called Ashley's Story. What do we need to know about Ashley before we look at that?
Yeah, so Ashley is a young lady who went into foster care when she was 8 and went through a lot of different placements before she really found her forever family. And so she talks about what it's like to have a mom and a dad that she can grow with, that she can learn to love and trust. And because they gave her a chance, she is who she is today.
Ashley's Story.
My name is Ashley Faith Vasquez. My middle name is Faith because I feel like I had to hold on to faith to get to where I am now. I was 8 when I went into foster care. Somebody knocked on the door and they said that they were from Child Services. I was angry and I cried really loud. I never got to do anything with my biological dad. Because when I was little, he did some wrong things and he went to prison. I miss my biological mom a lot. At one point, I thought I was going to go back and live with her and everything would just go back to normal and I wouldn't have to deal with any foster families anymore. But reality struck. It was like, okay, I guess I don't have anything to live for now. I was in foster care 4 years until I got adopted. I was thinking, oh, they'll say that they want to adopt me, but they probably won't, and I'll just live here for a couple of weeks or so, because I was scared that they wouldn't like me. I believed that They were going to adopt me when they told me it was my choice whether I wanted to be adopted or not. I felt really good that I was adopted. In the Bible, there's a verse, it's Jeremiah 29:11. It's, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope in a future." My adopted mom, she knows everything about me, and so we'll have like just a day that's just us, and we'll talk and everything. I haven't had a relationship with Dad before, and so this is new to me, and it's exciting. Since we prayed and stuff, I felt really close to him. If other kids were in the same spot as me and we're just about to give up, I'd just tell them to just wait, because God has something in store for you. There's a lot of kids, not like just in Fresno, there's a lot of kids who need a home, who need somebody to love them. When you take somebody in and they do something wrong, but you still keep them and you don't give them away, then they're putting one step of trust into you, and by the end, when you're ready to adopt them, they'll have your full trust.
You know, I have to give her a lot of credit for being able to open up the way she did.
She's so brave. She really, really is brave in her telling her story. She's shared to many people over the years. She's 15 now, and she's doing wonderful. She's really involved in the community, doing Roger Rocca Second Space, and yeah, she's thriving and flourishing.
It must make you feel wonderful to see a success story like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so the seminar that's coming up in May, give everybody the information about that.
All right. So, Fostering Adoption 101 is a seminar for people who are contemplating foster care and adoption and want to take action. It's May 10th, which is a Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Bridge Community Church. And for more information, you can visit our website. You can even register. It's free, and it's at citywithoutorphans.com.
Citywithoutorphans.com.
Yeah.
All right. Whitney, thank you so much for coming on today. And if you see Ashley, give her a big hug for all of us.
I will.
It's nice. I'm glad she's doing so well. All right, and you are watching Let's Talk Business on CentralValleyTalk.com.